nagkaroon ng
Subject is
operation itong
Max
mga bata dyan
Edelman.
sa
Today
Pampanga.
is September
Meron
30th,
silang nakuha mga 30 plus na kilos
2019,
na
7:54
pero bigla
p.m.
sila nagkaroon ng mga gandang sasakyan. And so we conducted the investigation. And in the process, we were able to establish the following fact. That it was on 29 November 2013 when the operation was conducted in, as I've said, Woodbridge subdivision. Second is, it was conducted in the morning based on the testimonies of the guards and based on the testimonies of the barangay officials. Third is, they were able to seize substantial amount of drugs, and they declared around 38 kilograms. Fourth is, they were able to arrest one particular high-profile drug trafficker, a Chinese national by the name of Johnson Lee. And third is, they were able to seize cash as well during that particular operation. That was what was indicated in the official report. But when we conducted the investigation, these were our findings. To summarize, based on our when we conducted the crime scene reenactment, it turned out that they have seized more or less 200 kilograms.
No.
That's based on the testimony and based on our reenactment. Second is, while they have arrested Johnson Lee, who initially escaped, but then when he was able to escape during that particular raid, but he was able to seek the help of the barangay official, but the barangay official turned him over to the arresting officer. It turned out that during the presentation, it was not Johnson Lee that they presented, but another individual, a Chinese national by the name of Ding Wenko.
So
And based on the testimonies of those who witnessed the turnover, ang sabi nila, "Sir, hindi naman yan yung nahuli. Iba naman itong pinapresenta." Third is, nung binabanggit nila, yung mga witnesses mismo ang nagsabi na sa laki, sa sobrang dami ng shabu na nakumpista doon sa bahay, halos 4 na tao ang nagbubuhat doon sa oversized na paleta. 4 na tao ang nagbubuhat. At kitang-kita nila na pati yung shabu tumutulo pa. And according to one of the witness, who is an official of a security agency, nung pumasok siya, tinunan niya yung picture, nung pati yung hagdanan, kitang-kita niya talaga. Nakakalat yung shabu doon at yung tray ng shabu ay nung drugs, doon mismo sa hagdanan. It only showed that there was no proper handling of evidence. Another is, according to our witnesses, ang sabi nila, and this is corroborated by several witnesses, may dala-dala pang isang box na pera, palabas, doon sa building o doon sa residence, na dinadala nila doon sa sasakyan, at ito'y punong-puno ng pera. Ang size ng box is around 24 inches by 24 inches by 12 inches. Again, according to our witnesses, ang sabi nila, hirap na hirap pang isara. Sa dami ng shabu na nilagay doon sa maleta, hirap na hirap silang isara. So when we did our reenactment, and based on the testimony based on the observations of the witnesses, we calculated that there are about 200 kilograms of shabu that was actually seized. The group was led by a certain Police Superintendent Rodney Baloy, who was then intelligence officer of the Pampanga Provincial Office. But this was Police Superintendent Baloyo, is it? Police Major is here. Let the record state that you took your oath, right? Can you please answer? And you took your oath already, right? Okay, good. Good job.
The chair, if I may proceed.
To all with the people that you're referring to so that we would know who they are here. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
When General Petrosanta was the regional director, found out that we were investigating the case, immediately relieved General Albayado, who was then a police senior superintendent,
Pedro Santa was
the regional director. He was the acting regional director of the police regional office, Mr. Chair.
good.
And immediately conducted his own investigation and filed a case against the team of Police Superintendent Rodney Baloy. When we went over,
Those people that General Pedro Santa filed cases against, are they here right now? General Magalo, can you give us the names if they're here?
Mr. Chair, we have Police Superintendent Rodney Baloyo,
Stand up, please. I know you stood up already. Stand up again.
Police Senior Inspector Ruben Pugnat Guzman Jr.,
De Guzman, are you here? What is your rank? Can you speak louder? Police Lieutenant, at that time of the raid, what was your rank?
Police Senior Inspector Yon.
Police Senior Inspector. Did you
SPO1,
take your oath already? Okay, go ahead.
SPO1 Jules Maniago,
Yes. You've taken your oath, Mr. Maniago? Are you sure? Alright, go ahead.
SPO1 Ronald Santos,
Ronald Santos, are you here? Is Ronald Santos here?
In the cups.
Kindly issue a subpoena to Ronald Santos. Go ahead, please.
SPO1 Ronald Roque,
Invited, alright, so subpoena muna. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
SPO1 Ronald Roque is present.
Mr. Roque? Donald Roque. Have you taken your oath, Donald? Okay.
SPO1 Romel Vitali,
Nasa din na sila mga ninja cops, mga
Mga sila gilid.
SPO1 Alcindor
Drugs. Insect.
Have you
Tagiya.
taken your oath, Mr. Tino?
200 kapin supposed to be
Please
ang kwan.
answer.
Kilos.
Go ahead.
PO3
Ang ilang
Jacob
report 38 kilos na.
agoy,
Are you here? Did
Dahil nakapalit sila mga SUVs.
agoy.
laptop, alright?
PO3 Gilbert Rivera,
Have you taken your oath already? Okay.
PO3 Romeo
Sa
Guerrero,
mukha na, no?
Have you taken your oath? Thank you, Mr. Guerrero.
PO2 Anthony Loleng Laksamana,
Mr. Nakamana, have you taken your oath? Okay.
SPO1 Eligio Dayos Valeroso,
Mr. Valerosa, are you here? Stand up, please. Don't wave at me. Stand up. Yes, sir. Thank you.
and finally,
Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, thank you. And finally, SPO1 Dante Bison.
Yeah. Okay, Dante Bison. Thank you. So, dalawang
Sa to pag i-raid nila, dahil nilang gibaligya,
Santos at
rapod.
saka si
Hmm.
Bison.
Yung nakakupiskal pa sila.
Okay.
Isa ka box ka, daga
Okay,
ulo karta.
please proceed to make it now.
Thank you,
Thank you
Mr.
very
Chair.
much.
If I mention, Mr. Chair, Police Senior Superintendent, Police General Santa conducted his own investigation and filed a case against these respondents. When we went over the, it was a administrative case and both, and criminal case.
Criminal and
Your Honor.
administrative. Right.
And when we went over the criminal case and had it reviewed by our lawyers, it turned out po na napakahina po ng kaso ng file.
Nga.
So what I did was to confer with General
Police
Police.
ay napakahina.
Nahina po yung file.
Pati
It was
hindi na do their homework or talaga walang ebidensya.
Ebidensya na.
mabilis po, mabilisan na ginawa po yung investigation.
Wala na.
Kaya nakita ko namin na may mga testimonies po na hindi po maayos, hindi po yung mga binabanggit po ng mga ebidensya, hindi po talaga back up by evidence.
I wanted to be specific because this is the bane of many of cases that are being filed. Either the police doesn't show up or hindi nakaayos ang paghanda ng kaso.
Yes, sir.
Pag is that correct, Secretary Ivana? Kaya na-dismiss na hina ang pagka-file, di ba?
In many occasions, that's the case.
I just wanted that on the record. Go ahead.
Pati yung kanilang mga affidavit of arrest, hindi po maayos ang pagkakalo. I'm sorry, sir. Pati po yung kanilang mga statements, testimonies, hindi po inconsistent. So, napansin po namin na dahil mahina yung kaso, I decided to confer with General Purisima at bigyan po niya ng instruction si General Petrasanta to withdraw the case. Dahil po we are now conducting our own investigation and we will make sure that we will develop a very strong case against these respondents. It took us about 2 months to convince General Petrasanta. Around 2 beses po ako pumunta sa kanya.
You have to convince General Petrosanta.
Opo. And finally, pumayag din po siya. I believe sometime in April, winidraw po niya yung kanyang kaso. Yes, sir.
Hanggang sa 14 na yan.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Chair. And in May, first week of May, we conducted our reenactment to validate the information that we have gathered. And true enough, we were able to establish na around 200 kilos na po talaga ang nakuha. As against the 38 kilos na pinag-claim nila.
And how much would that be in terms of street value?
So during that time, I believe yung price po ng methamphetamine, hydrochloride
What?
is around 5,500 per kilogram to 6,000
What?
per kilogram.
6,000 per kilogram.
Yes. 6,500. Ang napagitan po namin sa merkado, when we conducted
video.
our
Isa na.
investigation, the course of our investigation, na bumaha po yung
Kasi tawagan na ka ng
sa Pampanga, sa Region 3. At bumagsak po yung presyo doon ng around
godson ni Philip.
4,000 per kilo. I'm sorry, 4 million per kilogram. That's 4,000 per gram. Per gram.
4,000 per gram.
Per gram. That's about 4 million per kilogram.
4 million per kilo. So if we have 200 kilos,
Wala pa'y tubig yan.
Kahit na lang po natin.
Wanad nga.
Wala'y tubig.
Ang ganda na, pagdadaan niya.
So may natin sila 200 by your estimation.
Pero yeng, humot pa magkayeng.
Tama ba yan?
Parang mo ko
Now, 160 per kilogram.
You still smell good, yeng.
I'm confused kasi sabi niya 230. Ano ba talaga? 230 or 200?
200. Around more or less 200 kilos. Based on our data.
So we're saying 160 ang sinyahe, ang iniwan.
more or less. Mr. Chair. At ibalitaan rin po namin,
Anong total cost nun? Para malaman natin kung gaano kalaki yan.
160 na 160 times 464 times
600, 648 million
640.
and change. 648 million.
Yung
Jesus.
estimate naman po namin dun sa pera na nakuha based dun sa configuration ng box is probably around 10 billion din po yun.
10 million. Diba?
Iba pa rin po yung nangyari na pinatakas nila yung si Johnson Lee at kumuha sila ng isang another Chinese suspect. According to our sources, si Johnson Lee po ay nagbayad po ng around 50 million for his freedom.
So, nag-cash yung doon sila.
Ay, ang budulog eh.
Isa na yan.
Nakikita ako ng bahala sa kaso ko, kuha ako ng ibang tao.
Despite the fact na
Anong ba nung kinuhang tao na
Gabriela po at Bella.
Ah,
PM.
po siya nagtataka bakit po
Paraso
siya
na
biglang
yan.
pinasok po dun sa
Ikaw, siguro ni palitan eh.
oh, kubito.
sa kanyang bahay. Napakalayo po ng lugar. The incident happened
PM, ma'am. So, I'm assuming ang pagkatog.
in Mexico, Pampanga. Pero yung kinuha nilang suspect at pinasend sa media, pinailan nilang kaso, came from inside Clark
Puerto Rico.
Go ahead. please. So after, I think, sir, sometime in June or May, we filed the case. A very strong case against the respondent. And that was in 2014. And we were closely monitoring po yung kaso. Until nag-retire na po ako, tatanong ako lagi, ano ang nangyari po sa kaso? So tinatanong ko lagi, by the way, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, my investigating officer, the head of the investigation team is General Bert Pero, who was then the head of our criminal investigation section unit.
Yes.
It's a special unit for special investigation. And he was the head. Lagi ko siyang tinatanong, ano nangyari doon sa kaso? Sabi niya, sir, wala pa, sir. Hanggang nag-retire na po ako noong December 2016, wala pa rin po disposition. We filed it sa National Prosecutor's Service and Department of Justice.
Excuse me, General Pero, do you confirm, do you agree with the presentation made, the report that is being presented here by General Magalo?
Yes.
So you agree?
Yes.
On all fours?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Nung retired na po ako, I learned na meron palang napirmahan si General Petra Santa na decision on the administrative case. And I believe that was sometime in November 2014.
Pinabalik trabaho.
And the decision was dismissal.
Na? Oh, dismissal.
Of Police Superintendent Baloy, of Police Superintendent Baloy and the rest of the members.
Let me just clarify. Hindi ni dismiss o. Hindi si Sante. Lahat ng mga police kasi pwede ko din dismiss the case.
Yes, sir.
Ito dismissal ng mga tao from the police force. Correct, sir. Yes, sir. Tanggal sila. Opo. Lahat sila.
Opo. For grave misconduct.
For grave misconduct.
And the date of that dismissal order was November 14, 2014. But it was never implemented.
Yay, yay.
And surprisingly, sometime in 2017, I got a copy of an order, another administrative result of an administrative proceeding, stating therein that was dated October 17, 2017, that Police Superintendent Paloyo and the rest of the members of his team are simply demoted in rank.
So, naging demotion na lang.
Yes.
Sino po nakapirma doon?
And this was signed by General Amador Otis, who was then the Regional Director of Police Regional Office.
General Corpus is here. Mesa daw.
Do you confirm that you signed an order demoting the ranks of all these people that were involved with this? You confirm. Why did you demote them? They know that there was a prior dismissal. Alam mo, tinanggal na yung nagsusanta. Tapos ngayon biglang magiging demotion na lang. Yes, go ahead, tell me lang.
I want to be clarified because it is true that the dismissal order signed by then Police Chief Superintendent Petrasanta is dated November 14, 2014. The copy of said decision was duly served and received by the respondents on March 2 of 2016.
Gaya pa.
2016.
15.
And their subsequent motion for reconsideration was partially granted and the penalty of dismissal from the PNP service was modified to one rank motion. Ito yung November 17 of 2017. So my question is, what took you so long to
Gaya,
implement or
2 years?
to deliver the service
1 year?
of the dismissal order? Because it took you 2 years.
2 years?
Less than 2 years, as a matter of fact, because the date of the decision is November 14, 2014, but the copy of the decision was only served and received by the respondents on March 2 of 2016. Bakit po ganun katagal ang implementation ng dismissal?
Yun nga naman, sir. Yun nga naman.
Sila po, maski sino sa PNP, maybe DPRM.
General Corpus, you are the one involved in demoting. Bakit ganun
No,
katagal?
wala pa siya noong March 2 of 2016. Who was the regional director noong March 2 of 2016 when the copy of the decision was served to the respondents?
Would that be Aaron Aquino?
Sir, it's General Nakatin.
General.
Nakatin during the time. I was assigned there as regional director September.
So tanong, kung ang decision ni General Petrasanta, November 14, 2014, napakatagal namang ibiyahe ng decision na yan para i-serve.
Excuse me, sir. Anong pangalan ni General? Bumalik kay Petro Santa?
General Rudy Lakatin, sir.
Rudy
Lakatin.
Lakatin.
So yun lang po ang tanong ko and we want to be clarified. Ano ba yun? Regular ba yun? Na mahigit isang taon o kulang-kulang 2 taon? Mahigit sabihin natin mahigit isang taon. Kasi November yung 2014 hanggang March 2016. Ano nangyari sa pagitan ng 2 petsa na yon? Bakit hindi na-serve yung order? Yung summary, yung dismissal order. I just want to be clarified, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, of course. You have the right to be clarified. Also,
We have to ask who was the regional director at that time.
Lakatin.
He is not here.
Let us subpoena General Lakatin then. To the committee agree? Alright.
And I would like to find out because as per yung Napolcom memo circular, well of course, amending circular ito noong disciplinary rules and procedure as contained in Memorandum Circular 2007, no, -001. Ang nakalagay dito, within 10 days, kailangan mag-file ng motion for reconsideration. Kung hindi, out of time. So the decision becomes final. So kailan sila nag-file ng motion for reconsideration? Yes,
Sir, March 14, sir.
all
2016, sir.
16.
after ma-serve sila nung March 2.
Your Honor,
Kung March 14 sila nag-file ng motion for reconsideration, out of time.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, they received the copy of the decision March 2.
Yes.
They submitted their motion for reconsideration March 14 because March 12 is a council later.
So within 10 days.
Yes, sir, it is.
Ano bang regulation dyan? Working days? Calendar days?
Yes, sir, the March 12 is the last day we calling on a Saturday, sir. So the next office is.
No, ang tanong ko, meron bang napolcom dito or maybe the GPNP, ano ba sinusunod natin? Calendar days or
Working day.
working days?
Calendar day.
Oh, di out of time, kung calendar days, between March 2 and March 14, 12 days yan.
Senator Lacson, I think they're explaining that the last day, which is March 12, is a Saturday. That is why they filed the MR on the 14th, which is the first working day after March 12, which is the deadline.
But if the rule says it's calendar days, it doesn't matter. They could have filed their motion for reconsideration on a Friday instead of waiting for Sunday or Saturday, because they would know that March 11 or March 10 or March 12, whatever the date is a weekend. Kaya nga tinanong ko kung calendar days or working days. So, the motion for reconsideration was filed out of time. Kasi ang sabi ng NAPOLCOM memo circular, within 10 days, kailangan mag-file ng motion for reconsideration. And if denied, they will have to go to the regional appellate court, di ba? Okay. So, kung March 14 sila nag-file ng MR, yeah, out of time. And then, ang decision, dapat, di ba, within 15 days, dapat ma-render yung decision sa MR. So, 15 days nakalagay sa disciplinary rules eh.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, may I request the assisting lawyer to... Mr. Chairman, may I request Mayor Magalong to continue and finish the testimony so that the committee can have a complete picture of what has happened, and then we can ask specific questions later on if that sits well with the chair and the other members of the committee. Let's allow Mayor Magalong to finish his testimony.
Mr. Chairman, I only intervened because he skipped the event on March 2 of 2016. And I might forget later on that a particular event, which is material in his testimony.
Well, General Magalong can continue later. I want an answer first. Okay, Senator Lacson.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I'm requesting the assisting lawyer to...
Assisting lawyer or lawyer mo or assisting lawyer?
Legal officer, sir.
Legal officer. Okay. Please raise your right hand and state your name. Loud, please. Colonel Judy Santos Lopez. And what is your position, Colonel? And what is your billet? Comment. Can you repeat your answer again? At that time, you were?
Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, in 2017, particularly January 23, I assumed as the regional chief of PR-3, Your Honor. The question was proposed by the Senator Lacson was, during the period that the respondent received the decision of General Santa, that decision was received by them it was on March 2 of 2016.
But it was signed 2 years before, right?
Yes, sir.
The question of Senator Lacson is why did it take so long? But anyway, we'll take care of that later.
Okay.
So finally, they received it on March 2. They filed a motion for reconsideration. That's what you're going to say.
They filed the motion for reconsideration on March 14, 2016.
Right.
Which is on March 14, that is exactly the 12th date, Your Honor. Because on March 10, it falls on a Saturday. There is no working hour, particularly on the
And in law,
Your Honor, the next
if it falls on a Saturday, the next working day is the time is
Monday.
That's right.
14. Your
so
Honor.
that's the law, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's why the motion for reconsideration
I agree with you.
was filed,
Right.
seasonally filed on time.
So you say it was filed on time.
Yes, sir. I agree, Your Honor, that it is still a calendar day, Your Honor, because in the counting of the same, you should count the Saturdays and Sundays. But on the filing, considering that it was on it falls on a
Maayo
Saturday,
pa din
then
pulisa o. Tubag.
May mutubag.
Bugada man.
Amo ba?
No, I was taught that by Lorna Apunan. We were both in Accra.
Yes,
The lawyer's straight. Go ahead. Anyway. Go ahead.
Gikan pulis Accra.
Can you
No
please,
office.
Ano naman din ang
question
Accra
of the
law
day
office?
Anggara.
Ah.
Anggara.
To provide the decision for
Isa
dismissal.
pa din sila.
Mga partners ni Anggara.
Mga sikat na.
That's the argument for
Kisay gi-defend nila sa una nga high profile.
Wala ko man. Dagdan.
I mean, talaga.
Ganun na yan, ah.
PNP, wala ba yan?
Mga election lawyers ang panguha
Go
na.
ahead, don't mind my remarks. Sometimes I get really disappointed. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, tapos na po yung aking testimony. It's a summary of what transpired during that particular incident. All the specifics po can be provided by General Bertero, who happens to be the team leader of the investigation.
Now, let me ask you a few questions if I may. In your opinion, you're a seasoned officer, you're a CIDG at that time, head, right? And you said a while ago that they did not follow the rules on
Investigation.
protecting the evidence. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
They had marked money, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did they report that marked money after they were able to conduct the raid?
They conducted their own, during the presentation of evidence, they alleged that they have a marked money in the amount of 100,000, Your Honor.
Do you know if that marked money was dusted with ultraviolet powder by the PNP Crime Laboratory?
I can no longer recall, Mr. Chair.
You can only.
I can no longer recall, Mr. Chair.
But it would appear that that would be in the record, wouldn't it?
Yes,
In the body of the report, right?
it should be included.
And did you were able to get a copy of the report at the time?
No, Mr. Chair. I was not able to get all these specifics of the pieces of evidence.
All right, when we're getting the records, is it not true that it should be properly photographed? Everything there should be properly photographed? I
Yes,
see Fernan Lopez agreeing. Huh?
Yes, Mr. Chair, during the inventory, certain people should all be present and then they should be handled and well documented.
And reproduced and or recorded indicating the serial numbers and the
money.
person who released the money.
Yes,
Consider the
Mr.
money.
Chair. Yes.
The officer received the same and delivered to the PNP Crime Laboratory for dusting. Why don't we ask Colonel Baloyo or Major Baloyo, where are you? Did you have this dusted by Crime Laboratory? Excuse me? Can you come forward? Your immensity?
You're-
Okay ka.
Hurry up, please. At ito, hindi nyo, pera nyo yan, di ba?
Intelligence fund.
Intelligence fund. Pagkuha mo ng pera, sino kukuha mo ng pera? Pag may sinabi ka rito, may tanong ako dyan. Saan mo kinuha yung pera 100,000 mo na?
Finance officer.
Finance officer, sino yan?
I could not remember.
You better remember, you're a seasoned officer. Cannot evade that. In truth, you provided the money yourself. You did not get it from the finance officer. But the next question I'm going to have is, did you give a receipt for the money?
No, sir.
Shit.
Oh,
Wala.
so ikaw ang nag-provide. Wala mo sabi ng mali dito.
Patay ka. Gama ka lagi mong istorya.
Oh, tutuloy ko. In other words, una kayong dusting the crime laboratory.
It was marked, sir. Marked.
Sino nag-mark? How do you mark?
We marked them, sir, with the initials of the officer.
Sorry?
We mark them, sir, with the
How do you mark? We're not stupid here, you know?
the initials of the operating, sir. Names, sir.
The name.
Yes, sir.
Di ba ang proper marking dapat ultraviolet, di ba?
But we can also
No,
mark.
no, 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 that's not what the rules say. The rules on bypass operation are clear. You want me to read it to you?
Da,
No, we do our homework here.
patay ka, pulisa ka. Kernel ka para ba?
Ang dami nyo ang year, every year.
Taas-taas po siya, Grango.
2010, 2011, 2015, may bago kayo. Ano sagot? Preparation of the bypass or Budang money. The bypass money shall be duly marked or dusted with ultraviolet powder by the PNP Crime Laboratory. Bagat pag hinawakan nyo, makikita yung dust doon sa kamay, right? Right?
Dugaya ba niya makatubag? Guilty na siya.
Let the record state that you are taking time to answer.
But what we did, sir, is we mark the mark manager with the initials of the operating, sir.
Hindi nga yun ang procedure, di ba? Nabagong may procedure? Are you authorized to change the procedure? Procedures are there so that you will not violate the rights of anybody and that you preserve the evidence. The number one rule is you preserve the evidence, correct?
Yes, sir.
Di kayo kumuha ng pera. Di natin alam kung saan galing yung pera. Pero yung pera na kinuha nyo, 100,000.
Wala, gikas pinal
Wala ka na ipakita resibo na kumuha ko ng 100,000 sa finance officer. Hindi mo maalala yung finance officer. Tama?
Patay ka. Namaka.
Again, let's record state ang tagal sumagot. There's an incorrect of time.
I couldn't remember, sir. But what we did with the 100 pieces of 1,000 bits, we marked it, sir.
All of them?
Yes, sir.
Did you mark them by signing everything?
Yes, sir. It was marked by our
Hindi ba makikita nung kukuha ng pera yun ang minark nyo?
Obvious tayo.
Are you trying to put one over us? Kinirmahan nyo lahat yun, siyempre titignan nun. Mga magugulang yung mga nagbebenta ng drugs, punta pa ang nagbebenta ng drugs.
maligit lang, sir. Maligit lang.
O kahit na maliit yan. Lahat dito ba ito? In truth and in fact, masabi ka rito, you provided the money, correct?
Yes, sir.
Di mo kinuha sa finance officer. In truth and in fact, wala kayong mapapakita ng dusted yan, correct? Correct?
We marked it, sir.
Oh my God!
Grabe yung kabulok.
Hindi dusted yan. Ang ultraviolet.
Ilan kayo na namakak ba?
I know the
Palagi
answer.
ka,
You know
ano?
the answer. Again, let the record state you're causing every time I ask you a question.
Patay ka, subject for
No.
ka.
Hindi dusted. Hindi naman sa crime laboratory. Ano ang report nyo pagkatapos nung nahuli? Nag-report ba kayo?
Patay ka.
Ha? Kayo kayo nag-report?
We issued the spot report, sir.
Ha?
No,
Kanino?
Spot report, sir.
kanino gani ang pangutana?
Tinatanong ko kanino ka nag-report?
Oo.
Ano yung spot report? Kanino kayo nagbigyan ng spot report?
Napiganay na sila, no?
Yun. I'm showing you a memorandum for the provincial director of Pampanga BPO, subject, spot report, re-violation of section 5 and 11 article 2 of RA now 65. Right?
Yes, sir.
He's being informed that on 4:30 o'clock. Hapon ba yan?
Yes, sir.
O umaga?
Hapon, sir.
Ang sabi ni General Magalong, umaga.
4:30, sir, yung operations natin, sir.
Sige. In the afternoon of November 29, 2013, elements of Provincial Intelligence Branch, PAID, ano pa na, PAID, SOTF, Bayan, Pampanga, PPO, led by PSI Jose Guzman Jr., under the overall supervision of the undersigned, conducted anti-illegal drug operation at Ubi. Ito ba? Bypass ito or raid?
Bypass po, sir.
Bypass. Alright? And Tapos which resulted in the arrest of one Ding, Wen Kun, Chinese national, 30 years old, married, a resident of said place, and one Roel Kamal, Wage, at Owi, 48 years old. Yes, sir, ha? Owi? Yes, sir. Married, a native of Sambuan, Cebu. Nasaan na si Owi?
Nakakulong, sir.
Ha? Nakakulong. Saan siya nakakulong? Saan jail? Provincial jail? Detention center? The sheriff directs the consec to bring the body of Roel Kabakir, alias Owi. Nakalagay dito, residing at service at the recovery of 1 pack transparent plastic sachet containing suspected shabu and voluminous amount of suspected shabu with an estimated amount of 36 kilos.
Jeez.
Ano rules? Did you follow the chain of evidence?
Yes, sir.
Anong ginawa niyo?
Binark namin, sir.
Paling mark ang sinasabi mo. Mark ka mo. Anong ginawa niyo? Dinala niyo ba yan sa crime laboratory?
Yes, sir.
Kailan?
After nung, sir, nung marking, sir.
Kailan?
Nung, sir, nung hapon, sir, na after nung aming confiscation, sir.
Within 24 hours, you have to bring it to the PIDEA Forensic Laboratory.
Yes, sir.
Is it not true na dapat pag magre-rate kayo, kasama dapat preferably ang PIDEA?
Yes, sir.
O ba't wala kayong kasama PIDEA?
Coordination, sir. Coordination po.
Ano hindi sagot yun? Tinatanong ko.
Pastor, bulog ka eh.
Kasama niyo ang
Wala ba
PIDEA?
na sila mo istoryag abogado at least?
So you violated again.
Siguro, pero di
Coordination.
magkatabang abogado na.
Prior to operation.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. Although I don't agree with it. Coordinated. At tapos kung makuha nyo, di ba dadalhin nyo sa forensic laboratory within 24 hours?
Yes, sir.
Dinala nyo ba?
Yes, sir.
Kanino dinala?
Sa crime laboratory, sir.
May certification sila?
Yes, sir.
Sige. Sir Lacson, you have a question?
Tanong ko lang, anong oras sa hapon kayo nag-operate ka, no? Bali, sir, 4:30 yung bypass operation. 4:30 ng hapon. Yes, sir. We have in our records, Mr. Chairman, the statement, sinumpang salaysay ni Maria Vivian Contanilla Iricarte na binigay kay PCI to the Chief Inspector Rodolfo Gonzales na kinuha sa siyasatan ng Criminal Investigation and Detection Unit, CIDU, ngayong alas 5 ng ika-5 ng Mayo 2014 sa ganap na alas 2:30 ng hapon. So hindi pa kayo nag-operation, may statement na yung witness. Sinasabi dito, tanong number 9, may natatandaan ka bang di pangkaraniwang pangyayari na naganap noong ika-29 ng Nobyembre 2013? Mayroon po, mga bandang pasado alas 10 ng umaga. So 4:30 kayo nag-operate, meron ng eyewitness account. Noong alas 2,
Patay ka.
hindi pa kayo nag-operate, meron na nagtetestigo na nag-operate kayo.
Patay.
Nang alas 10 nangyari. Ang testimony niya, kinuha alas 2:30 ng hapon. So, i-reconcile mo nga yun, Major Lord. This was tackled during the preliminary investigation, sir. And it shows, sagutin mo lang yung tanong ko, i-reconcile mo nga yung eyewitness account na nagsasabing alas 10 ng umaga, may nangyari may pangyayari na doon sa lugar ng operation ninyo at yung statement mo na sinasabi mong alas 4 ng
Naku,
hapon,
ikay bagay rin na
mahirap
pinabit.
intindihin. Hindi natin maano sir yung sa witness sir. Hindi natin maano dahil nga yung kanilang logbook. So nagsisinungaling pong witness. Hindi nga maano nila sir, presence natin sa logbook sir. Kaya anong hindi maano yung ano? Yung sir, because no kanilang logbook.
Ninja Cups.
Na nagkamali rin yung investigador kasi sinabi ng investigador ang kanyang salaysay kinuha ngayong ika-5 ng Mayo 2014 sa ganap na alas 2:30 ng hapon. Tapos, ang pangyayari, alas 6 ng umaga, nung sinasabi mong 4:30 kayo. So, mali yung witness.
Okay.
Sure, go ahead.
Just in support of the question from Senator Lacson. The security logbook of Lake Shore, as prepared by the Mega Lake Security Service, shows that the raid was done on November 29 at around 10 a.m. in the morning. Now, is the reason for this logbook and the security force to say that it's 10, it was saying it's at 4? Mali ba itong logbook na ito?
Sir, witness kasi po nila yun eh. Kaya,
Witness nino? Logbook, hindi witness. Logbook ito. Hindi ito. Ha?
pero present po nila yun at witness nila sir eh.
It
Kaya,
doesn't matter.
Logbook ito.
Para rest just yan, habang nangyari yan, kinukuha nyo na yung ebidensya.
Patay ka.
Ang sabi nila, alas 10. Ito ang kapidamit, 3. Security guard, Contanilla, Jesmar Laste, and Ernesto Bacus. Bacus, oh.
kaya, sir,
Saka isang kagawad. Sabi nila lahat, alas 10.
kaya,
Dahil pa pinipilit na alas 4:30.
kaya nga po sir na, kaya po nga sir, yung inisip namin, dahil lumabas po sa DOJ findings, yung mga affidavit po, naka-prepare na po kasi. Yung mga nag-investiga, pinapirma na lang po kasi nila. Prepared po yung mga affidavits nila sir.
Alam mo, ang guards, palagi yan, they're accountable, kaya may logbook. Lahat ng papasok doon, nililista nila. Tama? Alam mo yan, di ba?
Yes sir.
So, dapat ang tinignan natin yung logbook. Tapos may affidavit pa, alas 10. Sinasabi nyo, alas 4 na niya kayo nag-grade. May sinabi dito kayo na, ang dami mga inconsistencies under the rules, we can put you in contempt right now.
Oh.
They'll be locked up in Pasay City Jail. I'm not gonna lock you up here. So you
Pasay
gotta
City
be
Jail.
forthright and honest. You understand me?
Yes sir.
You better. Now, sabi kanina ni General Magalong, si Johnson D ang nahuli. Nakatakas. Tama? Di ba? Yung nasabi niya, nakatakas.
Hindi po namin sinabi yun. Yun.
Ano nangyari?
Si Dingan po yung aming na-arrest po sir.
No. Pagpasok niyo sa bahay. Oh. Meron akong testimony na sinabi sa iyo ng barangay captain na si Johnson D. Tinurn over niya sa iyo. Tama? Pagkatapos na tumakas doon sa bahay na pinag-grade niyo. Tama?
Wala po sir.
Hindi sinurrender sa iyo ng BCD ba? DSDU?
Hindi po sir.
Ha?
Hindi po sir.
Ayun, on the road, ha?
Yes sir.
Diyan Maganto. Magalo. Dapat tawain mo si Maganto dito. Diyan Magalo. Do you agree with what he's saying? Di raw nakatakas. Ang sabi mo, nahuli siya, nabibigay siya ng pera, yun ang nakuha sa investigasyon, para makatakas siya doon sa raid. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
Eh, di
sir.
pumayag yung barangay, yung BSDU. Saan sa dinala?
Nung nahuli mo siya, initial na raid, nakatakas po siya. Tumakbo po siya doon sa barangay.
Opo.
Pero nung habang in-interview siya ng barangay, nagduda yung barangay sa kanya. Bakit nag-o-offer to ng pera sa amin para patakasin siya? So, binalik po sila ulit. Pinatawag nila yung Mexico Pampanga Police, dumating po yun, sinakay nila, binalik po siya doon sa site, doon sa mismong
Sa raid na bahay.
at itinurn over nila doon sa mga tao doon ni Colonel Mayor.
Ano oras mo yun?
Sir, let me go over our notes, Mr. Chair.
Sorry?
let me go over our notes, Mr. Chair. Basta wala pang 12 o'clock, balik na po si Johnson Lee. May turnover na rin po ulit sa kanila.
And you deny that? Mr. You deny that?
I'm denying it, sir.
You deny it. You're under oath, ha?
Yes, sir.
Andun ka ba doon sa raid?
Yes, sir. I led the operation, sir.
No, pero una sinabi niyo, wala ka doon eh. Kaya lang meron kaming testigo, sinabi na andun ka. Nakita ka. Oh. Ito, may nakikilala ka ba sa litrato? Sabi kay Contanilla, yung caretaker po yung nakasuot ng basketball jersey na Bulls 21. Yung isang matabang lalaki sa tabi ng pulis sa pinakakanan bahagi ng litrato ay isa sa mga nakikilalang taga CIDG na naandun at pumasok sa bahay ni Mr. Lee. Alright? At this time, your picture of the press conference was shown to the witness and she identified the caretaker, Roel Cabag, and other person identified is Police Superintendent Maloyo.
Patay ka. Lagi pa maka.
Tapos ka,
Natuo ka nga ho. Basta inana investigasyon sa bisig samot lang sa korte ka.
You still deny na si Johnson Lee kung di mo kilala? Nakilala nyo?
Kami na ko kuan kanang mas taas na siya nga form of
Di ba totoo?
kanang court kanang sa Senate kasi sila nagod. Dili
No,
ba?
it's not a court.
Natagpuan na
Investigation in aid of legislation.
Oh.
Kuha niya yung kotse na Fortuner, correct?
Ah, Fortuner.
Wala pong sasakyan po, sir.
Alright. Saan mo dinala ngayon? Di ba dinala mo pagkatapos? So, I'll dance with you. Even if you're not my type.
Shit.
Dinala mo siya ngayon. Kanya saan? Si Wayne King.
After nung, actually, sir, nung
Hindi, Wayne Kung.
actually, nung nandun na kami, sir, na after nung 5 hours, na nagma-markings na kami, bigla kaming pinuntahan ng mga guardia, sir, nagkatutukan po.
Nagkatutukan?
Opo, doon sa area po. Napagkamalan po kami na mga kidnappers. Kaya po, nung nagmamark na, nagpakilala naman po kami. Pero nag-decide na lang po ako dahil nga po dahil nga may threat na po sa aming may threat na po sa aming mga blind, sir, like
Sino nag-threaten sa inyo?
yung mga security guard, sir.
Oh,
You
sus!
feel threatened by the security guard who has the duty to protect the subject?
Preposterous!
Oh, you feel threatened?
Ang security guard na kalaman.
Congratulations.
Managpa pa mga mo security guard. Pastilan.
See, that's why the rules say you have to make coordination with DEA. The rules say, kailangan nandun ng barangay captain, kailangan may media, kailangan may lahat, di ba?
That's why I decided to immediately proceed to the provincial police officer. Na doon namin, sir, tuloy yung example, sir. Dahil nga maalagay ko sa alanganin yung mga tauhan ko.
Bakit?
Dahil nga, tinutukan kami, sir, ng mga security, sir.
Kinasuhan mo ba sila pagkatapos?
Wala.
Pulis ka. Major.
Na?
Tinutukan ka. Kinasuhan mo o hindi?
Na?
Sige lang ang tanong ko.
No, sir.
10 kayo. Tinutukan kayo. Umatras kayo. Hindi mo sila kinasuhan? Sasabihin mo lang doon sa civil security unit.
Karon pa ko ka dungog nga pulis mo surrender o kuan. Security guard.
Oh my
God. Civil security unit. Hindi.
Yung hindi po, sir, yung safety
Tinutukan ka. Hindi mo na-report.
Yung hindi po, sir, yung safety ng mga
May report ka ba?
At saka drug lord yun, sir.
Answer my question. May report ka ba na tinutukan kayo?
Yes, sir.
Saan ang report mo?
Nasa affidavit, sir.
Affidavit.
Wala, sir. Wala, sir.
Wala ka na report. Kasi yun ang patakaran. Di ba dapat kasuhan mo? You're a person in authority. Pulis ka. Official ka. Tinutukan ka. Ang pulis, pag tinutukan mo yan, babalikan ka yan.
Klaseng pulis. Diri man gani nga i-profilean gani ka.
Yan,
So wala kang
imagination
pinupray
niya.
na security guard and you want to make us believe na itong rules and regulations na hindi mo sinunod at ang sinusunod mo yung sarili mo, yung instinct mo, tinutukan ka and you want to be a hero, you want to protect your people, hindi mo kinasuhan yung tumutok sa'yo,
Doesn't make
mo,
sense.
walang luming, samantalang yung security guard, sinasabi na
Ito pa, ang kuwanan eh, ilang isikreto, grade,
Sige, ano ginawa niyo?
para makakwarta sila.
Di ba violation yun, yung nilipat siya yung ebidensya?
Okay, wala.
Kinuha niya na-
Matod pa ni unsay tawagan na ni Gordon, wala man nila gi-follow ang procedure.
Napasa ko rin yung libro, That Hammer Shield Marking.
May detalye naman po sa inventory ko.
Senator Soto, Senator Soto, please.
Just for the record, sir, the record certainty. Yung dalawang inquest na sinasabi nila na kinuport sila, dalawa lang yun. Yung isang babae. Yung apat sila na armado. Na? Naku, ang bikil na.
Senator Dino?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My first question is, the incident happened in November of 2014, tama po ba?
2013 po.
2013, yeah, 2013.
Yes, sir.
Alright. The disciplinary action on you, which ultimately was just for demotion, happened 48 months or 4 years after the incident happened. Is that correct? From November 2013, your case was finally decided by General Corpus in November of 2017. So, 4 years bago natapos ang kaso. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, sir.
Or anyway, is that just from yes or no? You should know because you're going court.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, General Corpus, why did you simply demote or decide simply to demote these people? General Corpus, yes. You were the one who promoted them, signed it in November of 2017.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I was the one who made the resolution modifying the penalty.
That's correct. Modifying the penalty of dismissal to simply a demotion. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And notwithstanding all this evidence that then now Mayor Magalong has mentioned, all of these are not disputed, is it?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I assume as Regional Director of Region 3, September 1, 2017.
Yes.
So, ang ginawa ko po is there is already a decision rendered for this
Well,
reason.
my question is, what prompted you to change the decision of dismissal and change
Bayaran mo
it
ka.
to a demotion?
Your Honor, in the resolution, the motion
Ano mo na lang? Sa mo na eh? Nani lang na eh.
Mo ba?
applicated. We, in the position of penalty, sir, they were dismissed because there were two aggravating circumstances against one litigation.
There were two aggravating circumstances.
In the decision of dismissal, there were the unprecedented dismissal of two aggravating circumstances as against one mitigating circumstance. So the penalty to be imposed is maximum, which is dismissal, sir. So in the resolution, as per discussion there, matagalan with my legal officer, he recommended that
So lahat po na sinabi rito, totoo. Lahat na binanggit ni Mayor Magano now, that is supported by the record, but you exercise your judgment to have a demotion instead of dismissal because of, you say, there were aggravating or mitigating circumstances. Is that correct? Just for the record.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, there was already a decision made and,
What?
yes, sir, there was a decision made, sir, and we acted on the motion for reconsideration. Ako po ang gumawa ng resolution, sir.
Kaya nga po, ikaw nga ang gumawa. And the question is, notwithstanding all of these
Why?
blatant
Question,
violations
ha?
of the rules of the law and the recommendation to dismiss, on your own judgment and discretion, you reduced it to the motion.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor,
Have you say yes or no? Or is that not possible? I'm just asking for a fact.
sir, we have to
Qualified?
we have to base the resolution, sir, based on, of course, sir, we have to merong kasamang legal officer, sir, at matagal namin pinag-focus. And the recommendation of the legal officer is the one that I signed the resolution.
At alam niyo po, Your General, kung titingnan niyo po
Sus, kung inana itong General, makaluloy.
will not dispute that these were the incidents that
Also,
happened.
diri?
An
Pilipinas.
ordinary citizen and a lawyer could not understand
Puro rapang.
a benefit
Wan ba?
of visa change simply
Binuang.
of the motion, and you were the ones who made that judgment.
Diri manggani nga, maulawan pa manggani sila, di ba?
Itong, penalty na ito.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yung ibang tax were dissolved, sir, we made some decision on, sorry,
What did you say? I'm sorry, the
yung mga ibang tax po, applicants, we made of Nagano, sir, were dissolved, sir. So, we based our, the decision, on the resolution, sir, based on the documents presented when I rendered the resolution, sir.
I'm sorry, but I do not know if I am the only one who cannot understand what you're saying. In any case, let me move, I'll come up to you later on, to Police General Pero. You were the one who executed the complaint affidavit in the case filed in the DOJ, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, do you have a copy of this complaint affidavit? Because I have one here which is not signed, but do you have another copy or that do we have?
I have one.
All right. This case was filed in May of 2014.
Wala.
May 14, 2014, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What happened to this case? This is a case for violation of section 29, 29 and 32 of the Dangerous Drug Act. Ano po nangyari dito?
Actually, sir, based on first read of the document that I was given 3 days ago, sir.
I'm sorry?
I was given a dismissal order, sir. But based on that particular document, the hearing state prosecutor Garcia, have signed his recommendation for dismissal on October of 2014.
In October of 2014.
However, the other from the Office of the Prosecutor General was recommended by February of 2017 for the dismissal, and it was approved by Prosecutor General Catalan on June of 2017. So it's been around 4 years that the decision was for the determination of probable cause of them that time.
So, the case was dismissed in the DOJ in June of 2017.
Yes, Your Honor.
I just pursue that point.
Yes, yes, sir. Go ahead.
And I'd like to address my question to the Secretary of the OJ.
Just interrupt. I heard that the case was dismissed. It's not been
Yes.
dismissed. It's currently under review by the Secretary of Justice. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct, Mr. Chairman.
Already
On the
dismissed.
automatic review, it's not over yet.
Exactly my question, so you answered already. In other words, this is not done yet. It is
No,
subject
not
to
yet.
automatic review because it's stated here, first endorsement dated January 17, 2018, and addressed just read the portion. Automatic review of dismissed cases involving Republic Act 9165 based or pursuant to Department Circular number 004. In other words, it's still on your desk.
It has been assigned to one of our undersecretaries.
So it's undergoing review now.
That is correct.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Mr. Secretary, it has been 2 years since the case was dismissed and presumably the period to review started 2 years ago. What is taking us so long? If there is no case, it can be dismissed. If there's a case, then an information is filed. May we know why, if you know? And whatever is the answer, when do we expect the case to be resolved?
Your Honor, I cannot answer for
Certainty.
a lack of expeditious action
Yes.
on this automatic review on the part of my predecessor. But since the time that I came to discover that this case has been pending for automatic review arising from this Senate investigation, I have instructed the state prosecutors concerned to expedite the resolution of the automatic review.
Again, you have given instructions to the state prosecutor to expedite
Expedite the
the
resolution of the automatic review.
Okay, so hopefully, Mr. Secretary, given the public interest involved here and the very clear lapse of time, we do hope that the public would like to expect a resolution. We're not saying what the resolution should be, but it should be decided at as soon as possible time. Can we have the commitment?
All the records are with us, so Senator, I hope that within a month's time, a resolution will be issued by the Department of Justice one way or another.
So that by the end of the month, by the end of October, we should have a resolution one way or the other. Yes,
I hope to be able to issue that resolution.
so, all right. Mr. Banuyo, what's your rank now? What's your rank?
Police major, sir.
Police major. And at the time that the incident happened, you were at what?
Captain.
Light colonel?
Light colonel, sir.
Light colonel. So, you have been.
Unsa yung ranggo?
Lieutenant Colonel.
Of the original recommendation of dismissal.
Yes, sir.
Now, where are you assigned today?
Cavite Police Provincial Officer.
The province of Central Luzon. So you are now in Cavite.
Yes, sir.
Saan kayo sa Cavite?
Provincial Police Officer.
Okay. Yes, go ahead, sir.
You were assigned to Tagaytay.
Before that, I was
After this investigation, after you were demoted in rank, dinala ka pa sa Tagaytay City. Is that correct?
yes, sir. I was assigned to Tagaytay.
Ha?
Yes, sir.
Deputy OIC.
I was deputy.
Di parang na-promote ka pa. Galing ka sa Pampanga, which is a province.
No, sir.
And then you went into a city as Deputy OIC. Walang OIC ba doon?
I was only deputy, sir.
5 months.
Yes, sir.
So, nagtataka ako, ang laki-laki nitong klase ito pumotok. Now, let me just go back with the permission of Senator Dillon kay Secretary, kasi aalis kami dito. Sir, dito sa investigation dito, tatlo naging investigation so far na nakita namin. One is of the mirrored evidence, the court in Pampanga
The mirror evidence. Sa ito pa,
all
gipat.
stated na RTC
Dismiss.
Branch 43. Dismiss sila in the mirrored evidence. But, ito sinabi evidence shows that the alleged confidential informant appeared before the PIB Pampanga office on 20 November 2013 and not on 29 November 2013. Discrepancy. I'll give this to you later. There could not have been a buy-bust money. Based on the prosecution, first contact with the confidential informant was in the afternoon of 29 November 2013. The team had limited time to produce the 100,000 Markman No evidence that the 100,000 was withdrawn from PNP operation. This is the court talking. Third, the irregularity of the arresting unit's coordination smells of a cover-up. Walang coordination sa pila. Ano ko na? Pidea. Alright? Pidea was kept out of the operation. The late transmission of the operation and coordination forms to Pidea. Nahuli lahat. Fourth, the inventory and marking of the shabu was highly irregular. No pictures, no nothing,
Oh,
all irregular. There was no bypass operation. It is obvious that the weighing scale was planted. This is the judge talking. Lab test showed weighing scale was negative of shabu. Kasi sabi may weighing scale. Chain of custody alleged to have been brought from accused Roel Cabag is broken. By the way, sabi mo si Cabag nakakulong. Colonel Lauridio,
That's what I know.
lahat ng no mo mali. He's already dead.
Tay.
And I would like Region 3 to investigate why he died. What was the cause of death? Now, there was also another investigation under General Perro. Person by the name of Roberto Gonzalez? Rodolfo Gonzalez. And this is his finding. Comparison. Memorandum dated 5 May 2014. Crime scene reenactment. Conclusions. The real operation was at 10 a.m. November 29, 2015, not at 4:30. Conducted by the Pampanga Intelligence Branch, Pampanga. Anti-illegal drugs special operating task force. It's not legitimate and contrary to police operational procedures. We've already proven that. And this is the same statement here. 2. The real operation would have been another fully done operation. If not for the reports made by the security guard who said that they were all happened in the morning. Ang sabi niya, biglang nagawa ng cock and bull story here. Sorry, I have to be very blunt. Na tinutukan sila. Pero kung tinutukan, dapat, di ba, the-report, pulis ka eh. Kilala ko mga pulis, at mayroong na matigal, pag kilala mo mga pulis, ako, kung kakasuhan ka niyan. Alam ka na, ang kaso sa'yo, babalikan ka pa ng tropa dyan. Tinutukan mo, security guard ka, tinutukan mo pulis. Isang batalyon ng pulis na darating dito, darating na yung ASAP. I can see some of the policemen here happy. That's true. Okay, testimony reports made by Faith, SOTF, and the then Acting Provincial Director Albayalde to Acting Regional Director PRO3 on 2 December are adulterated truth. That was the statement. Now, even in the DOJ, the findings are, although they dismiss it, nakalagay lahat yan, pareho. So I would advise the Secretary of Justice to carry a little and take a look at this, because as you can already hear, there are so many inconsistencies that are happening. Now, let me ask General Corpus. Sir, this is your decision. Resolution. Did you write that or did you have your lawyer write that?
The legal officer drafted it.
Who is the legal officer? Colonel Judy.
Legal officer.
You claim that there were distortions in the evidence. Karina. Let's listen to the question. Do not listen to that lady right away. I have a question. Really do fine. You claim that there were distortions, that's why you reduced the penalty. In the evidence. So what did you claim?
We base our resolution based on the report of investigation submitted to the salary hearing code and the validation conducted by the Regional Investigation Division of Police.
I will ask Senator Dillon. Hindi ba sinabi sa'yo, Senator Dillon, may distortions of evidence? Distorted of evidence?
From what I recall, I heard the testimony was being transcribed. He said that there was a mitigating or aggravating circumstance. I can't remember anymore. There was an aggravating circumstance. Is that what you call your statement? Yes, Mr. Chairman. There was an aggravating circumstance. And yet, the penalty was lowered, notwithstanding aggravating circumstance.
Aggravating, pero nilower pa rin.
So, hindi ko maintindihan yun, sir. Let me be clarified, sir. There are two aggravating circumstances in the decision, sir, and one mitigating circumstance. There are two aggravating circumstances and one mitigating circumstance. There were 12 aggravating circumstances. There were two aggravating circumstances and one mitigating circumstance. There's one net aggravating. This is two aggravating, one mitigating.
Ano pa eh?
No. Yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, that's why in that case, in the decision there, the penalty of maximum is dismissal from the service. Ang imposable penalty. Yes, sir, as per review conducted there, when they filed motion for reconsideration, the aggravating circumstances were policies, the rate of service, which was taken as aggravating circumstance. Then the
Rate of
second
service?
one was the fraudulent means employed in the operation. In the what? The what? Fraudulent means employed. Fraudulent means employed. So there were two aggravating. There was length of service. Number two, fraudulent means methods in the operation. Yes. Okay. Mr. Chair, Your Honor. Against one mitigating, which is the awards and commendation. Awards and commendations of the respondent.
So, assuming so even rule,
and just the Secretary will confirm this, if there were two aggravating and one mitigating,
Talo
the
gyapon.
result is there is one aggravating,
Mm.
which means that the penalty next higher should be imposed. Your Honor, I'm trying to explain
Let
this.
the Secretary Iwanag. That is correct. That is correct. Now you may answer.
Explain the dismissal, sir. That's why the imposition was dismissal because that aggravating is the maximum penalty. Nung partially granted po yung MR, sir, the fraudulent means employed as reviewed, sir, pinag-usapan namin ng legal officer. It is already inherent dun sa grave misconduct offense committed. Kasi hindi naman po, they are still guilty of grave misconduct. We just modified the penalty because the fraudulent means employed is already inherent in the grave yung grave misconduct is already absorbed yung grave misconduct offense. Mr.
Di
Chair,
mao?
as a lawyer and former Secretary of Justice, one thing I give up on this, I could not understand.
Na?
Procedure, I could not understand
Na?
how such a serious case of clear misconduct on a matter which has very serious implications, bumagsak yung presyo ng shabu sa Pampanga, and yet our
Kasi napil na si Aldia.
said there is a mitigating circumstance and therefore
Natagaan na.
Aggravated circumstances.
so anyway
Tawagan mo no. O mo na
Yeah.
it's up to the commission
Desisyon.
to assess whether or not that
Tanggal na mo sa trabaho.
is misconduct.
Basta may gusto niyo may tabo.
Awi nga na din na.
Aos.
Bring the
Yes sir. Kung consider lang sir. Niya, kung consider tayo, inana lang na. Oo. Ihatag gina.
The president came to bring up those by
Unsay hatag imong pasabot? Unsay?
Porta.
You were the one who averted the dismissal to the motion.
So mo face sila sa consequence pero na tagaan sila cut.
Now, you are
Really?
aware that General Purisima,
Tanggal mo sa trabaho.
Oh.
So natin mahimo ani.
in this case,
Natali limot. Unya, mura na siya. Kung sa may balos, ano eh. Tatag, yun ang kwarta.
I was not assigned the
But you were aware of that.
Yes.
You were aware of that. Kahit na wala sa kaluhan mo. Sandali. Okay.
Here, Mr. Chair, wala akong personal knowledge during the time the Sir Police
Pero bago mo pinirmahan yan, alam mo na pinadismiss si Pedro Santa, alam mo na pinaimbestigan ng mas mataas kay Pedro Santa, si Purisima mismo. Hindi maaaring hindi mo malaman.
Puro naman ang mga bro,
Una kumalaga na
Petro Santa, musiko.
I
Murisima, puro natanggal.
Did everybody talk to you then? Did everybody approach you?
Muna na ron. Muna na ron.
only when nung
Nagtawago.
I hope you realize that the public is listening to us. They've been waiting for us here. It is not just these people who are in trial. It is the entire trust of the people upon their police forces that is on trial practically. And I hope that you understand that all they want to do is restore the faith of the people in the police. We have a general who comes out of the woodwork after retiring and now a mayor, coming out of the woodwork and now making all these accusations. And he made investigations. You have the court saying, how shall we act? In so many words, you have the investigator and the general Pero, did you agree with that conclusion General Pero ni Rodolfo Gonzalez? Please answer. You do. So, ibig sabihin, sabog na sabog eh. Tapos yung inyong mga tao, bali-balik na sinasabi, ayaw agwitin na meron na testigo na nakita si Johnson D. Kasama nito si Major Bagoyo, ayaw pa niya admitin. Okay, siguro, papala ka sa loob. Pero ang daming nakuha, you violated all the rules and regulations. You're a general officer. Di ba dapat tinignan mo yung rules? Ako, tinignan ko agad yung rules and regulations. Hindi nyo na sinunod. And then, ang pabaksakan natin, dismissal, sino kumausap sa inyo?
Muna na ron.
Wala
Sir,
ito.
wala akong pag-usap except si lawyer, sir, and Sir Aquino, sir, when nung nag-turn over ko.
Sige.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Between the time of General Petrosanta and General Corpus, how many more regional directors took over Region 3? 2. And you took over from, yes, General Director General Aquino. You took over from
June 1.
no, from whom?
From General
Lacadin. And General Lacadin took over from General Petrosanta.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So I asked the question because between the time when General Petrosanta issued the dismissal order and the time that General Corpus modified the dismissal order, nandun ka. So what happened? Why did you not act on the pending motion for, was there a motion for reconsideration during your time? None. Because apparently, the summary dismissal order was not yet delivered to the respondents.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Was that the only reason why you did not act on the pending case?
Sir, maliban doon na pinare-review yung case doon sa time.
Pinare-review mo?
Yeah, please narrate.
You were acting at the case review?
So you were conscious, excuse me, you were conscious that there was a pending case against Baloloy et al.
I was given, sir, a case closure, but I'm not privy on the merits of that case. Hindi ko alam, sir, actually kung ano yung kaso na yun.
And how long did you serve as regional director of PRO 3?
It's from June 2016 up to September 2017.
Okay, so
1
1
year.
year.
Yes, sir.
And during that period, you did not do anything?
So hindi sa akin na-present even yung resolution ng MR.
But you were aware that there was a pending case.
The only time nagkaroon ng content, nalaman ko yun, sir, when I was presented the case closure.
When was this?
Last quarter na yata, sir, ng 2016.
last quarter of 2016, and you served
October to December.
and you were relieved, or you retired as regional director in September of 2017.
Right.
So, during that period, na you were made aware na mayroong pending case against Baloloy et al., what did you do? Or why did you not act on the pending case?
So the only thing that I said to my regional legal officer during the time is to review the case. Unfortunately, on January 2017, he was relieved. And Attorney Lopez, Jude Lopez, became the new regional legal officer. And during the time, I also instructed again Colonel Attorney Lopez to review since there was no feedback from the previous lawyer.
So I would imagine, if I were Chief PNP, and I was Chief PNP at the time, kung merong kasong ganito ka grabe yung circumstances, I would prioritize it. Either I dismiss it for lack of sufficient evidence, or I would act outright and resolve the case. Either I modify or dismiss or sustain the dismissal order. Kasi sabi ko nga, ilang regional directors yung nagdaan pero parang naupuan na itong kaso eh.
Sir, during the time kasi the war on drugs started July 2016 and there's so much thing to do. Nung pinasa ko ito sir sa RLS ko, siguro sa dami ng kaso, patungan na rin, talagang hindi ko sir naupuan ito. At the only thing that I did during the time is to reassign Baloy, Colonel Baloy at the time and all these men to Mindanao. Yes, sir.
Wala, Region 9.
Patay.
Yes, sir.
So even during the time of Petra Santa, na hindi pa naman final yung
Mauli
dismissal
ng
order,
dagang drugs
hindi pa
sa
naman
nauna.
deserve, March 12, 2016 na. They were still assigned and performing duties doon sa PRO3.
Yes, sir.
Inabot mo pa rin na nag-duty sila.
Yes, sir. At
In spite of the-
nire-assign ko sila sa Region 9, 10, 12, 13, and
Yeah, I know. Pero ganyan kagrabe yung kaso, nag-duty pa rin. At merong pending na summary dismissal order na hindi pa lang nasa-serve doon sa mga respondents. And yet, nobody seemed to be interested in resolving the case. And nobody seemed interested to serve upon the respondent the copy of the dismissal order. Isn't that unusual? Kasi between 2014 and 2017, that's a lot of time. Considering that the new president at the time was really going hammer and tong against illegal drugs. And here is a case pending on your table for isi-serve na nga lang eh. Hindi na nga imbestigahan, or if you wanted to review, at least man lang, you devoted some time to review and render wala na rin i-render na judgment kasi wala namang service, so wala rin motion for reconsideration to resolve. So ba't hindi sinerve ka agad? Medyo unusual siguro dahil especially si President Duterte talagang yan na nga siya nanalo. At tapos hanggang ngayon, yung pa rin yung kanyang advocacy, di ba? And yet, we're talking of a very serious offense. In fact, grave misconduct. Aside from grave misconduct, meron pang simple misconduct na 1 month, di ba, na suspension. So, hindi ba mas importante? Because kung ang suspension natin, there are, and I remember, even during the early months of the presidency of the president, lumabas na rin yung issue ng Ninja Cup. Kung ako yung nasa field, unahin kong hanapin yung mga Ninja Cup because ito yung sumisira ng organization. And yes,
Okay, kuhan man din as Lakso no, PNP.
from Johnson to Santa, General Lakatid,
Lisod
and
na
then yourself,
Ah?
Yung kayo ba, parang embedded na yun ang corruption sa systems.
The war on drugs started July.
But this is part of the war on drugs, eh?
Yes, sir.
Very much part.
But my focus then, sir, kung titingnan nyo, most of the operations on the dismantling of drugs, drug laboratory happened in Region 3 in my time. And pull out operations kami nun, sir. Tapos lahat ng mga scalawags, mga hearing policemen were reassigned in Mindanao. And Senator Bato de la Rosa could attest to that every time I will assign personnel in Mindanao, nagpapalo ako sa kanya, sir, more than 100 of that then. And after that, another 135 should be assigned in Mindanao again. But hinul ko na lang, sir, dahil baka maubos na yung tao ng Region 3.
Where is Johnson Lee now?
Sir,
Where is Johnson Lee now?
why, sir?
Johnson Lee.
Where is he? He's a central figure, eh? At least one of the central figures.
Nothing didn't happen during my time, so I don't have any idea.
Yeah, but I suppose he's on top of the list of drug traffickers because nandyan yung pangalan niya sa case folder. Or if not Johnson Lee, maybe the other guy who was arrested or allegedly arrested in Clark Air Base and presented as the owner of the 200 or the 38 kilograms as declared. Sa akin, napaka-seryosong bagay na may nawawalang 160 kilograms, merong allegation ng 50 million na sabihin natin parang ransom. Tapos may mga officers, hindi naman ito mga PNCOs, di ba? Mga officers ito, superintendent, meaning lieutenant colonel. Hindi pa naman sila na-demote. Kung ako lang I would have given it top priority in the midst of an all-out war on drugs. So I'm just wondering why you did not take action. I remember at that time you were PRO3 Regional Director. Maraming bilib sa'yo rito kasi ang dami mong accomplishments doon eh. And yet, nakalagtaan mo itong isang importante bagay. So, I'm just wondering.
That's the very reason maybe siya talaga natambakan itong case folder nito because of the so much activities and operations that was conducted in Region 3.
So may...
Mr. Aquino, when you assumed your position in Pampanga, is it not a fact that there was an order
Pampanga ba?
dismissing Mr. Baluyo et al.? There was an order already signed by Petrasanta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. There was an order on your desk dismissing. Did you implement it?
I should not be the one to implement that, sir.
Why not you? But very simple question. Why did you not implement it? And apparently the answer is, I did not implement it. Is that correct?
There should be a communication from high headquarters.
Correct.
For you to implement.
Correct.
I'm sorry, if you,
There should be a order from the Philippine.
Attention! Please implement.
For me to implement the dismissal of the
Inter-office.
That's at your level. You don't need or you wouldn't need a directive from higher headquarters because ang nag-dismiss ka, regional director eh. Kung chief PNP ang nag-dismiss at ikaw mag-implement, maybe you would be needing a follow-up instruction na hindi pa rin dapat because it's already there. But you don't need or you did not need a formal directive or even an informal directive because sa level ng regional director, pwede kayo mag-dismiss ng superintendent, di ba? Kasi level ng CPNP, senior sup or full colonel. Kasi sila yung mga presidential appointees. But sa level ng superintendent or lieutenant colonel down, nasa level ng authority. That's the reason why si General Petrasanta was able to issue a dismissal order. So why would you not implement it?
Why did you not implement it?
Sir, first and foremost, I was not informed. I was not given a legal advice by my chief legal.
You do not need legal advice. The decision was there on your desk. You admitted, duly signed by General Petrasanta. The question, it is a fact that you did not implement it. So the question of the committee is, why did you not implement it? Because on the surface, and I'm not saying that it is a fact, on the surface, when you did not implement a dismissal order on a very serious episode or crime in your jurisdiction, people will start to wonder, siguro kasama itong si General Aquino noong panahon na yun. Bakit hindi niya i-implement? Kaya po tinatanong kayo namin, bakit nyo hindi in-implement yung dismissal order ni General Petrasanta?
Or maybe, sir, because of the, I haven't read about the resolution to the MR. Kasi nag-MR sila sometime March 2016. And maybe that's the reason why my chief legal officer during the time did not give me the cue to implement it.
You mean to say there was a motion for reconsideration pagdating sa iyo, or what was already ready for implementation when you sat there?
I haven't read any resolution to the MR, sir. I just knew that there was a MR that was filed sometime March 2016.
March when? 2016? Or was the dismissal served on March 2016?
I'm sorry, sir, I cannot recall.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, sir, I cannot recall.
You cannot recall anymore. You cannot recall why you did not implement the dismissal order. Well, Mr. Chairman, may the legal officer or the legal officer of the question is concerned of the legal officer. If we are asking for a question of fact, why it was not served. Notwithstanding the fact that the dismissal order was already on your desk and you never served it.
Regional Director's command. That's why you're there. You have to make decisions. And I don't know why, why did you not make a decision already on your desk? You cannot say, oh, wala, the regional legal officer. Parang si Pael doon yan eh. Sabi ni Pael doon yung lawyer ko, di ako sinabihan eh. But when you were there, it is your duty as head of regional director. You are the head there. And you know, Purisimas already ordered the investigation. Etong si General Petrasanta already gave the decision. Why could you not continue with that?
Yes, General.
Are you conflicted? Are you conflicted, sir? Yes, General Magano.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Your Honor. Aaron, nag-usap naman tayo, sir, can I just,
Can you address the chair, please?
Sir, last week, nag-usap sir kami ni Aaron. And he told me everything. I know, Aaron, that you're in a tight situation. I'm also in a tight situation. No? We're thinking about the safety of our family. We're thinking about our own safety. No? Pero this is a fight between right and wrong. Bakit hindi mo sabihin kung ano yung sinabi mo sa akin? Bakit? Sino kumausap sa'yo? Dapat sabihin mo. Because, the only way to, clarify everything is to simply tell the truth. Aaron, please.
Sir, there was a time when General Bayade called me. I cannot recall kung anong date yun sir kung ano specific month. But it's between July and December 2016. And nagtatanong sir siya ng status of the case. Yung status ng case nung Minabaloyo. And I told him na gusto kong i-review muna yung kaso na yun, yung time na yun. And sinabi niya sa akin na for the meantime, pwedeng ipa-review niyo muna yan at ipa-check kasi gusto kong malaman kung ano yung talaga magiging result ng investigation na yan. Sabi ko, ba't mo tinatanong? Kasi sir, mga tao ko yan. So sabi ko, then I will make it, I will ask my chief regional legal officer to review this. And if ever somebody would ask about this case, then after the review, then I'll sign it. Ganun sila ang nangyari ko.
Albayalde who called you.
Yes, sir.
Did you find it appropriate for him to call you on this matter? He is your underclassman, right?
That's right, sir.
You are a senior to him in the academy.
1 year, sir, senior.
Alright, and now he's coming to you and telling you, mga tao yan. How did he grab you? Sinabi ka niya na dyan mag-along.
Ako'y dudaan
Sir,
eh.
hindi, sir. Totoo tao niya naman yan dahil is the
Si may
professor
duda ni
that-
Mona.
Mason.
And all of these people.
Mo nang kuan, mo nang dili mo tugan.
But of course, he was unceremoniously put in suspended animation. Nobody wants to say he was suspended. Nobody wants to say he was removed. But he was removed as on the
Nagkuhan, magdapiganay.
But because of that, now it comes to you, and after soul searching, after General Magano, pamilya natin ang involved niya, grabe tayo for the sake of disturbing, you know, say, General Albayalde came to see. Is that appropriate? As an academy man.
Sir is just asking about the status of the case and the request for the review of the case.
But you do know that this is a very important case for the police force. This involves drugs. In fact, the other day, you were asked by Senator Dillon whether there will still ninja cops. And you said, yes, they're still operating ninja cops. This is the very same thing that is happening. What happened in 2014, you were recently told that, in fact, he even went on and said, di ko alam yan, I'm not saying hindi ko alam yan, sinabi mo yan, pero nabasa ko na lang, that you referred to this woman as a drug queen na maraming hawak na ninja cops. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct, sir.
So it means talagang nag-ooperate talaga yung mga ninja cops na yan, yung matawagin ninja, pero ano na yan, nag-ooperate pa rin talaga. How do we get rid of this if your officers are trying to get their people off the hook? Are you the mafia?
Magani kung
PNP?
consider nila
In the
ninja
mafia,
kaya man sila
there is
honor.
omerta. Do not talk, right? In the PNP, you do not protect your people because they're your people. You provide justice. Before you can be just, before you can be merciful, you must be just. Do you agree with that?
I agree, sir.
If you agree with that, therefore, do you find it? I find it inappropriate. I don't know about Senator Dillon. I don't know about the others, but as you can see, this whole thing started with the people involved in the raid, Maloyo, not following the rules. And what are rules for if they're going to be broken? There's such a thing as ethics among policemen.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
In fairness to General Albayalde, may we hear from him?
of course.
Sir, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I was going to you in fairness.
Yes, sir.
I want them to be reminded of it.
Let me start from the very beginning, Mr. Chairman. From the start that these people were dismissed in 2014 until 2016. I hope the Directorate for Personnel here would, I don't know if he will agree with me because I was never assigned to the DP and I really am not aware of the rules and procedures. But you as the former chief, Your Honor, and of course this good Senator Bato here, I can only surmise that way back in 2014, after the decision of then General Peter Santa to dismiss these people, it was passed to then General Purisima, who was the chief PNP, because on several times, basically the policies changes. It depends on the instructions of the chief PNP. I can only surmise, Mr. Chairman, that probably during his time, all the dismissed personnel, especially so officers, would pass through him, because there were instances that we dismissed personnel, and when their criminal case were dismissed, the court would ask us to reinstate those people with full back pay. But if you remember also, during the time of General Purisma, there was a problem in the PNP also. There were controversies. So I can only surmise that there was confusion then. That's why these people were not actually implemented. It was not implemented dismissal. However, I'm also wondering why during that time also, I think Mayor Magalong then was the DIDM. He has all the authority, the power, and all the connections to probably follow up their dismissal also. But I really do not know, Mr. Chairman. I'm only telling the facts. Now, on March 2, as I'm hearing now, these people were given the order of dismissal. Due process will tell us that we'll have 10 days for
Answer.
MR. So they filed within the regulamentary period, and I suppose that it was considered partially until it came to General Aaron Aquino. Yes, I asked for the status, only the status. I could not possibly influence an RD or an upper class. Mr. Chairman, I'm just the RD and OIC, acting RD of NCRPO then. Of course, I would ask them because people, their relatives, would also be asking me the fate of their father, the fate of these policemen. It's because I was a former provincial provincial director of. It's not normal that families will go to their former boss who would ask for the status of these people, but never in one time that I asked for any favor. I was asking for the status. That is the very reason why General Aaron here ordered for the review of the case, which is, I think, normal in the process of the Philippine National Police, Your Honor. And again, I don't know what happened after that. General Corpus made his decision October 2017. I'm still the RD of NCRPO then, Your Honor. I became the chief on April 19, 2018 only. So I could not have influenced any of the decision of these people. Now, let me go to what we're doing in this, Your Honor.
Did you call General King
At one time, I'm sure, yes, sir. Yes,
on
sir.
the matter of your name?
Yes,
On the matter of the pending decision that is on his desk?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Now, are you classmates with General Corpus?
Yes, sir.
So you belong to the same class?
Yes, sir.
And it is not surprising to us here why General Corpus on his own would suddenly demote and amend the dismissal order of a high-ranking general before him.
Wala pa man siya.
Well, Your Honor, that will be, General Corpus was also assigned in Region 3. He was also assigned in Region 3.
What does he do with it?
You probably know these people also, because he was also assigned in Region 3. May I just continue on, Mr.
No,
Chairman?
let me just correct, you know, I'm trying to think over backwards because I don't want you guys to get hurt. But I don't want the people to get more hurt by allowing people to be selling drugs that have been confiscated. Matagal lang pinag-uusapan niya eh. So, ang sinasabi ko lang, bakit bigla na lang ma-demote? Ang sinasabi mo, kilala niya itong mga tao to. That is not a ground for demotion. The only ground for demotion is if there is justification for it. And yet, the courts say, siya itong ginawa ito. They're trying to cover up. Yung police, the General Pero, will investigate said, they're tatakpan nila itong mga kaso rito. And then, this guy keep saying, wala si Johnson D. Colonel, Major, I ask you again, kaninong bahay yung nirade nyo doon sa pinapunan nyo ng drugs? Kanino?
Please use the microphone and speak closer to the microphone.
Sir, considering that our criminal cases are under review by...
No.
May I invoke my right to remain silent?
You may not,
Oh,
because you
my
may answer a question sir kanina pa. You may not. Whose house did you raid? Kay Dingwen po. I just called up that house. Johnson D has been staying there since 2018, up to 2018. In other words, when he conducted the raid, that house belonged to Johnson D.
But what we arrested, sir, is Dingwen Code.
No.
During our operation.
That is what you're saying. Hindi ko tinatanong yan. D1, whoever that guy is, was a patsy. We all know that. I'm not trying to conclude, but let me just tell you. Meron bang kotse doon na Black Fortuner?
Sir, wala po.
Wala. Akin na yung record ng Black Fortuner.
May I just manifest, Mr. Chairman, between the period November 14, 2014 and March 2, 2016, hindi po ito yung appropriate time to review. The appropriate time to review was after March 2 of 2016 when the summary or when the dismissal order was served and received. Anong re-reviewin nyo during your time when the dismissal order was not yet served?
In other words, it took 16 months, Mr.
Yes, that's the appropriate time to review. Ano po yung re-reviewin ninyo? Eh wala pa yung MR.
General Aquino, there's a question.
General Aquino.
There is a question. What were you trying to review at the time that you were there? When in fact, as Senator Ping is saying, there was no MR yet because it took you 16 months, a year and 4 months. From the time the dismissal order was issued to the time it was served. And therefore, your previous statement that you were reviewing the case appears to have no basis according to Senator Lacton. Indeed, because there was no MR filed yet. But it took 16 months to serve an order of dismissal duly signed by your predecessor.
Sir, with all honesty, I thought the case folder that was presented to me will be signed by me. Kala ko, sir, ako yung mag-decide ng kaso. Na hindi ko alam, sir, it was already a signed decision by General Petrosanta. Kasi that's the first time I saw that folder. I don't have a time to review everything on that folder, sir. Dahil kapal-kapal ko ng folder niya. So yun, sir, ang akala ko, nagkamali ako dun, sir. I thought really that the case folder that was given to me by my legal officer, yun ang decision as assignment ko, sir. And that's the reason why I asked them for the review, sir.
But when you reviewed the folder, you saw an order dismissing yes, as al, hindi ba? I hope that the lady, who is that lady? Kayo ba ay abogado o